What's going on, you guys? It's Calvin, the FPL Penguin, back again with another video for you all. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about, once again, World Cup Fantasy. And yeah, it's my second of the series. I hope you do enjoy this video, guys. If you do, smash that like button before we get started and do subscribe. Thank you so much for the last few people who have been subscribing since my last video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy these little videos, World Cup Fantasy videos that I am doing along the way. But yeah, we've got quite a bit to talk about. This is what I'm going with, probably 95% there, team selection. Yeah, so it's changed quite a bit since my last one. But this is the sort of team going for anyone that's new to World Cup Fantasy, bit of disclaimer, or just let everyone know, different rules to FPL. It's similar to UCL Fantasy and Euro Fantasy, so you can, during the match days, bring on those subs like Neymar, Perisic and Sosa for players that didn't get you many points, so just do manual substitutions. And you can change your captain, I believe, twice or once, but once, believe, I think so. If I have it on Messi now, I can change it to someone like maybe Kane or Kevin De Bruyne, and that's it, if I'm not happy with someone like Messi. And we'll also be talking about as well the booster chips. If I'm going to play one, who knows? A lot of people considering playing the 12th man. A lot of Mbappe is out of there. So yeah, this is the team that I'm happy with at the moment. We've got the Ecuador goalkeeper here. He has the three fixtures here: Qatar, Holland and Senegal. And just let people know as well, I'm still going down the route of wildcarding in match day 3, the last of the group games. There'll be a lot of rotation, and I'll probably be treating that wildcard as a free hit, that people who play FPL or something like that, or if you play UCL Fantasy, like a Limitless, probably different free hit, but it depends. But yeah, wildcard in the last group games. So for when it gets to Ecuador versus Senegal, I'll be switching things up. But yeah, I kind of want to go down that route. I think a lot of people going down that route as well. Wildcard going into match day 3. There'll be a lot of rotation, as we know. We're going to treat it as a free hit, have some fun with it. Hashtag play your own game. But yeah, I'm happy with this goalkeeper. Like, I've been watching in friendlies as well, international. There's more friendlies happening before this whole thing kicks off. He seems to be the number one for Ecuador, 4.5, and yeah, he's been keeping a lot of clean sheets, Ecuador, in international friendlies and stuff, and they look relatively tight at the back. So I'm going to take a punt on this guy. I think he could be a good one to go for. Holland will be obviously a tough opposition to go up against. Talk about another goalkeeper as well. This guy, everyone's talking about him, or is it the guy that plays for Galatasaray? But this guy, everyone's bigging him up. He's 4 million. Sergio Rocher plays South Korea, and Portugal. He can be good rotation as well, but yeah, I think I'm more happy with this goalkeeper combo. Like I said, I'm only having it for like 2 weeks, and the goalkeepers to me aren't that important. You know, it's not that essential who to have, like a big name or something like that. It depends how you want to play the game. So I'm happy with these two at the minute. But if anyone who is from Uruguay or is an expert on what you've been watching Uruguay, their knowledge on it, can let me know who they think the number one's going to be in goal for Uruguay. Please do let me know and let others know in the comments down below. Great to hear from you guys. But talk about the rest of the team as well. It's coming home. It's coming home. It is. Luke Shaw and Trips. I imagine Trips will start over Trent. And Luke Shaw will still start at left back. I think he's our only left back as well. So I'm going up for that double up. We know about USA. We've got Iran and USA in the first 2. Go for it. Defensive, I keep one of them as well for the last one. There'll be rotation, obviously. But I imagine Tritz will start over Trent. Luke Shaw's there, Roberto Carlos. Yeah, and so I've gone for those 2. England double up at the back. The Argentina guy, there was talk of what's his name? Tag. I'm going to call him Tag, left back, who plays for Lyon now. I think he played for Ajax a few seasons ago. Somebody told me that he's not going to be their starting left back. So I look at some games, kind of think about, I don't know, but then I've switched it to this guy, Molina, 5.5. I think he's cheaper than Tag. I think he might be the same price. Look at that, 10 o'clock in the morning in the UK, Saudi Arabia one. Whew. Wow. Can you imagine watching the World Cup in the winter, 10 o'clock in the morning, UK? That's something, isn't it? But Argentina versus Saudi Arabia, and then they got Mexico. It's like a northeast south. Somebody corrected me and say Mexico's not south of. No, appreciate it. Thank you. Let me know. I actually thought Mexico was a kind of central, but maybe the more northern than obviously more than south. Yeah, so they got that sort of American, north-south America derby. But they're playing Saudi Arabia and Mexico, so I kind of like that a bit. So Molina, go for those clean sheets, attack and return, see what you can do. I like to definitely have that. I am big in Argentina up, definitely. I'm definitely big in Argentina up a lot. Who else is there as well? Matty Cash. The reason I've gone for him, it was either him or Christian. Christian from Denmark, who plays for Leeds. He's 4 million, I think. He's 4 million. I had it in and out of my team. But you guys know I do like Poland. Family roots, kinda. I do like Poland. And Matty Cash, he's born in Britain, switching to Poland because his mother, I believe, is from Poland, is Polish, so he's eligible to play for him, and he's been playing a hell of a lot of games for him. Yeah, so that's a good addition to Poland. Matty Cash, very, very good fullback. 4 million. Ooh, and he's a starter there as well. It's got Mexico and Saudi Arabia. I like that. I really do like that. And I think he could be a good gem at 4 million. And I really wanted the Polish guy in there, but I couldn't get Lewandowski in because I wanted Kane, Messi, and Neymar. Those three, well, along with Lewandowski, big names, the same as him. But I prefer those three, have that trio up front as my forward line. Moving on to the midfield now. We'll get to the rest of the bench in a minute. We've got Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne, it's going to be everyone's team. So I'm surprised it's not even half yet, people. But he's got Canada first game, and he's got Morocco, and he's got a tough one against Croatia. But the first two games for him look good, and Belgium been looking good, I believe, in games in overall competition so far this year. And they've been, Kevin De Bruyne being that pinnacle, everything going through him. He's playing more attacking role than he does for City, takes set pieces, I believe. He looks really, really good, and I really do like Kevin De Bruyne. He's got to be in everyone's team in every fantasy game that's out there. Talk about as well, Bergwijn. He plays for Ajax now, former Spurs guy. He's got, we know Depay's just come back from an injury. Is it Depay? Yeah, so there'll be 50-50 about him. If he's going to start, he might not start, so it could be him and Gakpo, is his name, from PSV. Bergwijn and Gakpo. So got Senegal, no Mane in there for Senegal. They got Ecuador after that as well. And they got Qatar as well, so it depends how I'm going to play that game as well. I'm going to play it. But Bergwijn's a lovely player, and he's a very, very good player. He's been playing well for Ajax, so he's 7 million, good price. Got Rodrigo in there. Let people know who are new to World Cup Fantasy, just like UCL Fantasy and Euros, you get points for key passes, tackles, shots on target. So it's different to FPL. Rodrigo, 5 million, could be a nice gem. I've gone for that triple Argentina. I think he's a good gem. I've had him since you'll watch my last draft, my first draft. I think he's a good one. If he gets those points, it could be a good enabler, a good player to have. So this team could completely flop. Probably 50% of this starting lineup could flop for me, but have fun with it. See who turns out, who turns up, and who doesn't. And another one's a good one. A few people, especially going under the radar as well, only 4%. He's got Tunisia, France, plays for Denmark. He's Olsen, I believe his name is. It's either him or Damsgaard, but I think this Skov guy Andreas is looking really, really good for Denmark. Very, very attacking. They have beaten France not once but twice, and that was in the UEFA Nations League, but it is the UEFA Nations League. But they have got Tunisia in the first game. Not saying it's going to be a walkover. Tunisia will probably make it tough. Neutral ground as well. But I think I fancy my odds with Denmark. I think they could go under the radar. Could be a dark horse. They could be. I mean, they made it all the way to the semi-finals of the Euros last year as well. They've got a relatively solid team. Eriksen's in there. Everything's going to go through him. But yeah, I like to have that Denmark attacker in there for sure. Definitely. Moving on, talk about Kane. It's coming home. Got to have him. Got to have Triple England. Got to back the boys. Relatively easy group. Iran and USA. And then we've got Messi in there, the GOAT himself. So probably if you can only change it once, the captaincy, I'll captain Messi first. And if he doesn't impress me as much, I'll probably go for Kevin De Bruyne. Probably extra points as a midfielder as well. But that's what I've gone for there. The other players are Neymar. I like Neymar. He's only 32% picked. Everything goes through him. He's going to get the goals. Serbia's going to be tough, but Switzerland in there, I think that may be tough. Maybe this could be a bogey group for him. Maybe this could be a banana skin group, should we say, for Brazil. Who knows? Because Serbia are not really that walkover. Switzerland's aren't really a walkover. Akanji's a very, very good defender. He's done well since his first season so far for City. It's going to be interesting, but I think this weather will benefit the South American and African teams more, being the heat. It's not going to be a bloody scorch because it's like the winter, but it's going to be very hot still in not Saudi Arabia, in Qatar. So I think this weather, this heat, will benefit the South American, African teams more. So that'll be in their favour, benefit them more, give them a bit of an advantage. You might see Jesus start scoring again, because I know in England when it's winter, he can't score when it's winter, so he might start scoring again. Maybe he's a good punt to go for if he does start. Jesus, he might do well with his heat. Perisic and Sosa. Yeah, I like these two. The reason I've gone for Perisic and Sosa, Perisic playing like a left wing for Croatia. Very, very attacking. See how attacking he is at left wing back for Inter Milan and Spurs. Sosa 3.5 is very, very cheap, but he seems to be their starting left back, I believe. He's starting left back for Stuttgart. Look at some games. Very, very cheap. Look at that, 3.5. And just look at Croatia here. Who they got? They've got Morocco. He could be a good player because he's 6.7. And Perisic is how much? Only 6.5. I think get some Croatia players in. You've got Morocco, you've got Canada. Go for some Croatia players, guys. They're very... I think they're still underrated. It may be an aging team, but they've got the experience. So I think take a punt on a Croatia attacker like Perisic or Sosa, for sure. So, yeah, that's the sort of team I'm going for. And I really do like it. I really, really do like it. A lot. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm going for. Guys, let me know what you think of my team. Any of the players that I mentioned that you think, they won't start. Or that goalkeeper, for example, that Uruguay goalkeeper, I think it was from Uruguay. Let me know. Love to hear from you guys. Got some great views and great comments, likes and everything from my first video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and I shall see you guys very, very soon. Maybe for World Cup Fantasy this Sunday deadline. Who knows, this Sunday. Anyway, guys, looking forward to this. I'm buzzing for it. Take it easy, and see you next time. Bye-bye.